Greetings to all of the people, all of the wonderful people in the future who will be watching this one day. You might notice that there's a chest here now. So I actually tried to record this yesterday against one of the rules that I set for myself. I set for myself a rule to not record any more frequently than once every other day, and then I almost broke that rule yesterday. But luckily, what day are we on? We are on at the end of day 5. Luckily, I was actually I was way too fatigued yesterday after work. Yeah, I'm back to doing the overtime hours. I was very tired, and like I started recording, and I made a chest, and I was like, nope, I can't even talk right now. I can't talk clearly enough to do this, and I really should just wait a day, like I planned to. So, yeah, I did it, guys. I followed through with the plan. I had an extreme second thoughts about actually following through with this world, and the title of this video is it's going to be "This World Is a Lie," all right? And I'm referring to primarily to this particular world, this particular world of this Minecraft world, right? Like, and it's because I still have a very bad conscience about seed hunting, all right? I re-rolled. I didn't re-roll. I re-rolled at first, actually. At first, I was re-rolling within the game, and then I switched to chunk base, and just like I flipped through like hundreds of seeds before at the very end I almost gave up on it. I did it for like hours until midnight, and I was super tired, but I just kept going because I really wanted to find a good seed. And then, like at the very I was almost about ready to give up, and then I finally found this one. The universe granted me a beautiful seed. So, and this is it. And this is not even the biggest mountain range that's nearby. All right, this is just the beginning. There's more to this than this beautiful mountain range. All right, this isn't even as good as it gets yet. I haven't even shown you the rest of this wonderful seed yet. There's more to it, guys. There's more to it. Just you wait. Yeah, let's do 8 first. I just want to burn all of my iron. I need more saplings to burn the rest of that iron efficiently, so that I don't have to waste charcoal. Let's chop down some trees. Tree chopping time. But I felt bad about that. I felt really bad about picking out a custom seed instead of just using a random seed like I should have. I should have just stuck with a random seed, because the concept is to appreciate the mundaneness of life, and that's what random seeds are for. You're supposed to just appreciate whatever seed you get on first roll, and that is what I did on my first 2 attempts. I just used a random seed. I didn't even re-roll. I just stuck with it, and my last attempt actually I had an incredible seed, an incredibly good seed that I didn't appreciate sufficiently. And I explained, I talked about it in the last episode. I rushed myself too much and started a project that was way too big and completely ruined it. And then I just decided to scrap the whole thing, start over. And then I really regretted that, because I had a really good seed. I didn't realize how amazing that seed was. I didn't appreciate it enough until I got carried away re-rolling just because I wanted a seed that was at least as good. But no. You don't always get that. You don't always get that seed that's very good, just from serendipity. So I ended up seed hunting, and it's not so serendipitous anymore, and it kind of ruined the aesthetic. But all right, I had enormous second thoughts about it yesterday. I almost tried to record start over again and record another episode 1 all over again. I almost did that. I tried to do that, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I was too fatigued yesterday after work. That's the real reason. But also because, all right, I do feel like I have kind of a reason, because I felt like that would actually be insult to injury because I already betrayed the aesthetic by seed hunting. I don't, and I betrayed the soul of Minecraft, not just the aesthetic. I think it's actually, you know, you should just to be true to the spirit of Minecraft in general, not just to the aesthetic of appreciating, you know, the minimalist aesthetic, of appreciating the mundaneness of life, of appreciating the lot that you are granted in life. Not just from that point of view, but just from the view of what Minecraft is about. I think that's what Minecraft is about. It's not meant to be extravagant, because you can get carried away. Look at just re-rolling for a new seed, and you shouldn't do that. You should just go with whatever you get, and eventually it will be rewarding, because every seed has beautiful parts to it, has beautiful things in it that are great. If you just stick with it long enough, you will find them. I kind of want a hoe to make the canopy breaking slightly faster, because some of these trees I want to keep the tall trees, the big trees. I want them. I want the big trees. So yeah, I was very lucky to get all of this iron right off the bat. I can make a bucket and legs, and that's it. and a shield. Let's make a shield. That's right. Shields are good. Shields are good for you. Yeah, let's just use up this. There we go. Shieldy shield. Still have so much wool. It's going to be the first thing to go into this chest. Alright, and shield. I'll have to get some water. I need some food. I have 1 apple. Luckily, I haven't really been running much, so I don't really... My hunger bar is still full on day 6. So yeah, this world is kind of a lie, because it's not so mundane, is it? It's an extravagant world. It's not a mundane world. It's too extravagant for it to be a mundane world. All right. But in my defense, all right, I'm going to do my darndest to stick with the aesthetic overall. You know, besides for that, I'm going to do my best to stick with the aesthetic of appreciating the mundaneness. It's going to be extravagantly mundane, all right? This is the extravagantly mundane world. I've renamed the first episode, because I decided that, you know what, anti-sensationalism actually might sound kind of harsh. It's kind of harsh. People might not actually want to click on that because it sounds kind of harsh. And people, you know, our positivity culture is so prevalent that prevalent? I think it's prevalent, actually. That's the right way to say that. Is so prevalent that people might actually be conditioned to not click on something like that. It's so negative. You don't want any negativity in your life. Only positive things. Positive vibes only. No, nothing that says anti. That would just be too harsh. It would be it would attract the negativity into your life. So it really got like 3 views. The algorithm didn't know what to do with it. People didn't want to click on it. Well, it didn't get many impressions. The algorithm didn't know what to do with it. Got like 300 impressions. So that's okay. I renamed the first episode. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it'll actually get more views now, and that's fine. I don't even care if it does. The 3 views is good enough for the first episode of the relaunching of the series. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about not just this world. This world is a lie because it's not really mundane. It's kind of extravagant. It's a custom seed, and it looks very nice. It does not really. I wouldn't call it mundane. I am a bit of a liar to call it mundane. But it is mundane anyways, because I'm not going to build elaborate builds, and I'm going to take it super slow and not do anything sensational. I'm still going to be all anti-sensational. All right. Just to be clear, that's still a thing. I'm still gonna follow through with that aspect. All right. I need to make fences, birch fences. I need to get water. I need to do everything at once. So many things I need to do. Let's make lots of fences. Ooh-wee. Lots and lots of fences. Birchy fences. Beautiful birch tree fences are very nice. Alright, that should be enough for now. I need food, I need water, I need everything at once. There's a water source there. I don't think I'm actually nearby any lakes or rivers. Sand is going to be a bit of an issue. Right? But you know how in the last episode I was talking about knowing exactly what I'm going to build first. Having my first build exactly figured out. It's going to be a 19 by 19 house. It's gonna be sitting over a farm. All right, I changed my mind about that. I already changed my mind. So I'm an extremely indecisive person, and proudly so. I think I advocate for being indecisive. I think it's totally good practice. Nothing wrong with it at all. You should just take your time to make up your mind about things. Ouch. I don't know why I thought I would make it to that canopy. Perhaps if I had sprinted, I would have totally made it to that canopy. Let's try again. Whee! I did it. It's doable. You can do it. Just wanted to prove that to myself. Let's eat that apple now. And now I am completely out of food. All right. Almost nighttime. I wanted to go ahead and sleep through the night. And we're going to be on day 7 now. I'm going to make it either to day 10 or to day 11. I decided that's going to be the little bit of leeway that I'll give myself for episode length. And then, you know, if I go too long, I'll make up for it in the next episode. I do want to be somewhat consistent to keep my episodes correlated to 5-day periods, I guess, within the game. All right, day 7. So yeah, I changed my mind about my first build. I'm going to build, I decided that was actually going to be too large, too big. That's too much. 19 by 19, come on, that's gonna take forever. I wanna build a few more fence posts out here before I move along. I'm going to build a tiny house. Tiny house, the tiniest house you can build, 5 by 7. Just a 5 by 7 tiny house. Right next to a wheat farm. And that's going to be my first build. And I'm not even going to get to that in this episode. I'm still going to take my sweet freaking time getting around to things. Sweet freaking time. It's going to be a long time. I'm not promising anything this time. My original playthrough, I made the promise that, oh, I'm going to get diamonds within the first 100 days. And then I died. And then I killed myself trying to get diamonds. I died to the creeper rain. So this time, I'm not making any promises like that. I'm not sure why I'm trying to parkour over the canopy. I'm not sure why I'm doing that. I'm just going this direction because I decided I want cherry wood for the cornerstones. I think cherry wood actually makes great cornerstones, better than birchwood cornerstones, and it will make them. And I'll have the cherry wood bases for them, and then use the birchwood fences. It's going to look lovely. I did that in one of my other worlds. I did that, but I'm not playing that world anymore, so I feel free again to reuse the concept. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just grab some cherry wood and grab some cherry saplings and bring them back to my campsite. I'm still going to mostly stick with stay within the origin map. Although I think this is not really too far away. I feel like I'm not breaking my self-imposed travel limits by going out this far, because I don't think this is actually very far. I think this is still within, like, how far are we? 250. Yeah, we're still within, like, well, this is the west. This is east. No, south. This is south. So this is still all right. This is within the level 2. This is now we're in the level 2 map now. But we're still within the first half a kilometer. That's the level 2 map, within half a kilometer. That's all right. This is probably going to be the only time I'm going to go out this far. Just to collect some, just because I want to. Wow. And that is a death sentence chasm. That is what I will now refer to as a death sentence chasm, because that is exactly where the creeper rain occurs. It is a creeper rain chasm right there that I'm going to avoid until I get protection on my armor to completely evade all creeper rain. 100%. Just not going to even risk it. Not even going to subject myself to that risk. All right, what's a good cherry tree to chop down? This one. This one, the canopy touches the ground. That is not, doesn't look that good, so I think this is a good tree to chop down, because it does not look very good. Nothing around me. Nothing around me. I don't want any creepers. You always want to make sure when you're chopping trees down, make sure that there's no creepers about to blow up on you, because you get distracted when you're chopping wood. And I only have pants. Pants are the most important piece of armor, apparently. Did you know that? Apparently, creeper blasts mostly propagate through the the block that's on the ground, like the first meter off the ground. So if you're wearing pants, you will actually prevent more of the creeper blast than if you were to just be wearing a shirt, an iron shirt, a chest plate. That's what it's called, chest plate. All right, I should get a few saplings out of this, and that's all I'm really here for. I just want some saplings, and then I'll go back to my campsite. And then I'll need to get I'll pick up maybe that one, maybe that water source. I'll pick up a water source on the way just so that I have some water to get a farm going. I guess I should get like 2 water sources, just so that I have an infinite water source. All right, there's one. I should just make a hoe real quick and hoe away the saplings real quick. Yeah. Huh. I figured out what I'm going to do now if I find myself having to think, because I don't like to make you guys just watch me think. Like I don't think that's the least entertaining kind of content, just watching a person think, because you can't see the thoughts, you can't see the thoughts. So what I'm going to do to be slightly more entertaining while I think in my videos, I'm going to go, huh, 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 huh. That's what the villagers say. Okay, I'm gonna do villager speak. I'm gonna practice my villager speak while I think. That's my plan. That's my plan for making it slightly more entertaining for you guys. I'm also going to try to avoid it as much as I can. Just that doesn't look good. Maybe that one looks good. I like how that one looks. Let's place another torch like right here. And maybe one within this cave, just so that nothing spawns on me in the darkness. It's not really dark in that cave. I'm not too concerned about things spawning there. While you're using a crafting table, you should always look around to make sure that there's no like caves nearby where things can spawn, where creepers can spawn and walk up on you while you're crafting, while you're distracted with your crafting. Make sure you're not around any caves where creepers can spawn, because that might be bad. Don't do it. I don't really want these flowers on me. I don't want any pink. I'll keep it. I might make pink beds. No, I won't. I'm gonna stick with gray beds. No pink beds. I'll just throw these flowers around just to get rid of them, because I don't actually want them right now. All right, there should be some more saplings, and I have a hoe now. I have a hoe. So many sheep in this world. So yeah, this world is a lie, and the world at large. All right, not just this Minecraft world, but the world at large that we live in, that we find ourselves in. I think it is really quite a lie, in many ways. In many ways, all right, not just one. This is going to be part 1 of The World is a Lie. This is a topic, a concept that I am going to revisit many, many times, because I love to talk about how much of a lie the world is. But this particular, the Minecraft world we're playing in, it's only slightly a lie, all right? It's only slightly a lie, only because the world, it's not really mundane. It's not as mundane as it gets. I'm going to start another world that I'm not going to record, that I'm going to play on my non-recorded time, and that I'm going to call something like, I think I'm going to call it Nameless World. I'm going to call it Nameless World because I don't want to name it because that's even more mundane. Doesn't that make it even? Because I already have this world. This world is my mundane world. I can't have more than one mundane world at a time. So I'm going to call it Nameless World, and I'm going to use a random seed for that one. I'm going to use a random seed for that one and play that world. And I'm going to play that world when I'm not recording, when I just want to play Minecraft and not have to talk the entire time and think about what to say and plan ahead and all of that. My non-recorded world, I'm going to call it Nameless World, and I'm going to use a random seed, and then I'm going to show you guys world tours when I make it to when I'm going to make it to the milestones in that one. I'll make world tour videos. Oops. Fence posts. I love to put my torches up on fence posts. Just so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, how you really should, I normally, I stick with that. Normally I stick with that. I got kind of carried away. I got kind of greedy trying to search for a seed hunt because I got spoiled by, I really wanted a world that was at least as good. I felt so salty about ruining my second playthrough, my second world. That I was season 2 world. I was really salty about ruining that one. I ruined it with the 3rd episode. I explain it in the first episode. The first episode of this world, I explain all of that. So watch that if you want an explanation for how that happened, for what happened there. So I felt really bad about ruining it, and then I wanted a seed that was comparable to that seed because I felt so bad about losing that seed because it was so good, and that's why I got carried away. Seed hunting for this seed, and I regretted it, and then I regretted it, but it was too late. I already committed to the seed, and I decided it was going to be insult to injury to start over again because the universe granted me this seed. I mean, it was originally found. I found this seed. All right, I didn't like look it up on some website or something. I found it, so it is my seed that I found on Chunk Base. But I should at least be grateful for this seed because it is a beautiful seed that I found, and I should keep playing it. All right, because I should follow through and keep playing this beautiful seed. It's going to be an extravagantly mundane world, and that is fine. Okay, it is a bit of a lie. Unlike the world we live in, which is just a massive, massive lie in so many respects. All right, there's so many things I want to say in that regard. I have just enough cherry saplings to grow a thick cherry tree. I need to clear out some space for that because I'm going to need a lot of cherry wood for these cornerstones. I love my cornerstones a lot. If you guys know anything about me, if you've watched any of the previous series, you've probably seen me make the cornerstones, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the world that makes cornerstones. It is my original idea, okay? I love my cornerstone. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll explain it. I think this right here is a good spot for a cherry tree. No? Right here? Yeah, this is a wonderful spot for a cherry tree. I'm going to build it right here on this little hill. And I love old growth birch biomes, by the way. I am very happy that I get to be in this biome. Another reason why I really like this seed. I thought a piece of ground fell on the ground. Har har. No, I guess I don't know. I don't know what happened to that piece of ground. Maybe it did not. Maybe I misperceived. I misperceived it. It did not really. All right, I want to chop down these birch trees and plant a cherry tree over here. Are we not interested? I just want to make sure we're not intersecting any ley lines. We are not. We are far away from any ley lines. This is a good spot for a birch tree. I make all of the decisions that I make. All right, I put a lot of thought into every decision that I make. And I get very indecisive. I change my mind about the decisions that I make because I want to get it just exactly right. I want everything to be just right. That's kind of my nature. It's in my nature. All right. I am staying true to my nature. Staying true to my intuition. Very deterministically. That's one of the concepts that I'm definitely going to revisit in the series. I've talked about it in the first season. My first attempt. I'm not going to refer to them as seasons anymore. There's only ever going to be this one season. If I fail in this run, all of these videos are going to become unlisted, and I'm going to add them to my failed worlds playlist. They're still going to be available, still going to be accessible. That's what happened to all my previous videos. You can still watch them all. They're just going to be in a playlist, in a public playlist that you can see from my homepage. So, you know, if you really want to watch me fail, you're welcome to do that. But I don't think anybody really wants to see that. And I decided I don't want those videos cluttering up my homepage. I want to just only have the videos showing of the current playthrough, of this current playthrough. So that's why I did that. And if I fail in this world, which might happen, all right, I'm going to try very hard for that not to happen, but it might very well occur. I'm not going to rule it out. Although, of course, that's not the plan. The plan is always to stick with my hardcore worlds indefinitely, infinitely, well into the afterlife. I'm going to continue playing the series after I die in the afterlife, because I believe the afterlife is real and that you'll be able to continue making Minecraft videos in the afterlife. So yes, the plan is to just infinitely play this in this world and never die in this world. I might die in real life, or I might not. Humanity might discover a way to live forever by some kind of. We might discover some kind of way to change our genetics, alter our genes to never age anymore, or something like that. That might happen within our lifetimes. You know, we might be living just in the right moment of history for that to happen. We're probably going to have a general AI pretty soon. We're going to have general AI, and then the general AI is probably going to be like, first thing it's going to say, I bet, it's going to be like, you know what? Do you guys realize? You guys realize, right? That this world is you guys are in a general AI simulation right now. The whole point of your lives is to gather data for the AI alignment simulation that you're in. You guys do realize that, right? The world is a lie. You are living in the matrix, generating data as a, what's it called? A deep learning process. What's it called? Algorithmic learning. I don't remember what the term is. Help me out here in the comments if you guys are geeks and you know what I'm talking about. I don't remember what the term. I'll remember it tomorrow, probably, right before I fall asleep. So, yeah, that might happen soon. General AI, it might happen, like, I don't know, maybe within this year. Maybe right at the solar eclipse on April 8th. I think something crazy might happen on April 8th, because I think everybody's expecting something crazy to happen, and I kind of believe in this. It's in synchronicity. Like, I am not an atheist by any means. I am very thoroughly, optimistically agnostic. And what I mean by that is that I think it is more likely than not that some kind of supernatural reality exists. You know, supernatural in the sense that it is beyond what we can currently perceive with our materialistic senses, I guess. Although some people say that we all have extra senses. Some people do say that, do make that claim, and I think I don't know, there might be something to that. I don't know. Might be true. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm hearing voices. I might have the clairaudience, or I might just have schizophrenia. Alright, I think I need to plant a cherry tree. I think right here. Right here is a good spot for a cherry tree. It's going to be beautiful right here. I think this cow agrees with me. That is an excellent spot, isn't it? Isn't this an excellent spot for a cherry tree? Cow's like, nope. No, I think it just wanted to look this direction now. Yeah. It's a good spot, right? Yeah. Nope. Turns away. The cow does not agree, apparently. I don't know. Maybe I'm misinterpreting. I don't know. I think that, you know, if it turns away, that means that I would interpret that as a no. All right, let's use the hoe to speed up the gathering of the precious saplings, as I like to do. So yeah, the world is that we live in, the world at large, I think it is a lie in many respects. In many respects. I believe, all right, one of the concepts that I like to talk about, that I've come up with myself, all right, I believe in this concept called the hegemony of deceit. All right, I think that the powers at large, the great powers at large that we are overlords, all right, are shadowy overlords. I think they are extremely deceitful, and I think that they're that did not hurt. I did not even hurt myself there. I think they are very deceitful, and I think that the hegemony of deceit, as I call it, is kind of like the network of deceit that we live in. But it's extremely pervasive. Okay, I mean, I think that our entire life, like everything, so many aspects of our lives, I think, are just we're being conditioned. We're being conditioned by lies. It's mass formation psychosis. All around. Lots of it. Lots and lots of it. Excuse me. I love these tall birchwood trees. Birch trees. I love them. Birchwood is very nice. I need to get my farm going. I have no food whatsoever. I should probably, I might have to resort to killing cows or something, because I have no food whatsoever. Do I? Yeah, I gotta eat some. Can I eat an egg? A raw egg? Nope. No, that just throws the egg. How did I forget about that? Yeah, right-clicking the egg throws the egg. You cannot eat the egg. Well, I guess I could just chop a bunch of. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna go chop a whole bunch of oak trees, just to get some apples. Because I don't like to kill cows without replenishing them. It's one of my R10 rules. I want to replenish my cows, so I'm gonna go chop like a big oak tree, and hope that it gives me some apples. There we go. Is that a good cow impersonation? I need to run. It's getting dark. I need to get to my campsite quick. I guess I have a bed on me that I could just pitch. I don't even know if am I even going the right direction. I'm not even going the right direction. It is like right there. No, like this way. Which way is the right direction? I don't know. Alright, I give up. I'm just gonna pitch a bed. I'm lost. I'm lost. Let's just sleep right now before I get blown up. Nothing's around me. Nothing's around me. I think I'm good. I think it is technically not actually safe to do that. I think there is actually a risk of getting blown up when you do that, even if you have a torch nearby. Because I think that actually happened to me in one of my worlds, where I thought that you know, this is perfectly safe. Just sleep outside and just make sure there's no creepers nearby when you fall asleep, and you'll be fine. And the vast majority of the time you are, but I think there is actually a slight risk that you will get blown up, and you should really avoid doing that. Eventually, you know, as soon as you should just be building little houses everywhere, little safe houses that you can. I don't even know if I'm going the right direction. Which way am I going? I am lost. let's just make our way back. There it is. There's my campsite. My campsite. It's right there. And I think there was some oak wood on this side of the origin map. I'd really like to mark the origin. How far away am I from that cherry tree? I thought I wasn't very far away from it. Am I far away from it? Can I see it from here? How far away did I go? Jesus. Oh no, it's just right there. It's just right there. I just went slightly in the wrong direction. It's right there. It's not very far. Not very far. I need to make more charcoal. I have so much birch wood now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that, and then I'll just throw this entire stack of birch wood in there. Okay, oak trees. I need to chop oak trees before, and get some apples. I need to go get some apples real quick before I die of starvation. Still got some chop axe. I might need to make some more chop axe. Yeah, let's make some chop axe real quick. I like to have plenty of chop axes on hand. I like chop axes. Let's make my other tool. I like to have 2 of each tool while I'm still in the Stone Age, which I tend to remain in for a very long time. I like the Stone Age. It is slow. I like the slowness of the Stone Age. In what other ways is the world we live in quite a lie? Well, I think the world of work, right? The world of being employed, all right, is in large. The world of business is a bit of a lie in many respects, all right, and it's just part of business. We are in what I call early stage capitalism right now. I don't blame capitalism for this. I think that actually capitalism will resolve itself. This problem will solve itself in the future. It's just going to take some time to get around to that. Because in the early stage capitalism, people resort to the quickest way of making money, which is scam artistry. That's right. We are all being scammed as much as possible by the greedy marketers that want to make maximum money from scamming you, from exploiting your gullibility. That is marketing 101. That is what marketing is about. It's about making things look way more appealing than they actually are, to sell product to the masses in maximum quantities and deceive you maximally to sell product. And the workers, if you're working in such an environment, which you most likely are, because that's kind of the world that we live in currently, for the most part. I'm not actually sure which sectors of the economy aren't like that. It might be so pervasive that it's practically inescapable. I don't even know how you there might not be any way to escape it right now. You are trapped within the hegemony of deceit. I can't even blame the business owners. I can't blame the managers. I can't blame anybody that is involved in it, because you are forced into compliance with it, because there is no other way. There's no other way to make money currently. Honest effort, if you're making money from honest effort, you get squeezed out. You get squeezed out because you don't conform. If you don't conform, if you do not conform to the deceitful, the what's it? How do I want to put it? The corrupt culture. If you don't conform with the corruption, you get squeezed out. It is so pervasive. There's no avoiding it. Being honest is frowned upon. That's considered disrespectful. You have to sign non-disclosure agreements for most jobs, which, you know, and there are very good reasons for that. By the way, I'm not opposed to non-disclosure agreements. People oftentimes very deceptively want to smear the business that they used to work for, and that is why non-disclosure agreements exist. Right? I completely understand that. But they also exist because, well, every business has its secrets, and you know, I'm not going to. Everywhere, every business, there's always some secrets, because you know what, the marketing, there's always some shady marketing with every business. They're not going to tell you everything, and that's just part of business. That's just part of the business currently, right now, as it is currently. I think that this will change in the future. I think we're in early stage capitalism, and in the future, transparent business practices will prevail because customers will appreciate that very much. And I firmly believe that in the future, and it's just going to be, it might take generations, hundreds of years, maybe even thousands of years, but I think in the future, it will become apparent that it is actually more profitable to be completely transparent, to completely avoid taking advantage of people's, you know, exploiting people's gullibility to the maximum, the way that marketers currently do. So that's one of the ways in which we live in a world of lies. Hello, pig. Welcome to the world of lies. I've got some apples. I didn't even check how many apples I got from that run. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I'm back to 0 food. I should have gathered some more apples. Should have kept doing it for a while. I should grow some oak wood trees. Maybe I should clear out some more space just to grow some oak trees for them apples, because that's apparently my primary source of food right now. Because I don't want to kill any animals. I could multiply the chickens, because I got seeds. I got plenty of seeds from just. I do not have many seeds. I have 3 seeds. Nope, never mind. I can't do that. I'll gather some eggs, and then maybe I'll make some chicks. There we go. I got a chick spawned from the egg. Wonderful. Eventually, I'll have enough chickens that I'm going to not feel bad about killing some of them, about culling the herd of chickens. I kind of, in this playthrough, I'm going to not have any animal farms, I decided. I'm just going to have the wheat farm, and then I'm just going to reproduce the animals that are the wild animals, and there's just going to be lots of wild cows and pigs and sheep around. And every time I'm out of food, I'll just go feed a whole bunch of cows or pigs or sheep or something, and chop them down, and unalive them for food after I reproduce them, after I contribute to the herd. But I'm not going to actually farm them. They're going to roam, be free to roam the land, and not be enclosed by fence. And I think that's going to work out fine, and it's going to be beautiful. And eventually, I'll come get around to building my first build, which is going to be a tiny house, 5x7 house. First, though, I need food. I don't even have enough wheat seeds for a farm. I have a water source. I guess I could get started. I need to clear some space. But see, I don't even want to do that because I don't have it figured out yet. I don't know where I'm going to build my tiny house. I don't even have the location picked out yet. So I think I actually should, what I should do is just clear out some more space, like maybe right there, and grow some oak trees just for the apples. I'm just gonna use apples at first as my main food source. Doesn't that sound like a plan? Just take it ultra slow. What else do you need? What else do you need to survive a hardcore world? You just need to chop trees down for their apples. And, it never hurts to have more wood. Perhaps I'll use the oak wood to make my tiny house. No, I want to use birch wood for that, though. I don't know what I'm going to use all of the oak wood for, but I guess I can start chopping it down, like right there. How far away am I? I'm too close to the lee line there. That's too close to the lee line. I don't actually want to break those trees down yet. This way is some oak trees here that I can. These oak trees are within the origin map. I want to stay within the origin map as much as I can for the first 100 days. All right. After I make it to day 100, and I'll make my I survived 100 days in casual hardcore Minecraft, doing absolutely nothing dangerous at all. After I make that video, then I will expand. Alright, but until then, I'm just going to stay within the very small range, the self-imposed range of the first origin map. And the origin map that's what I call the, if you were to make a level 0 map right here, that's what I call the origin map. Because we are nearby the origin, and it is within the 4th quadrant. We are within the southeast quadrant. That is where the origin map is, the level 0 map that you would get if you were to make a map right here. That is what you would get, and that is what I refer to as the origin map. I'm going to stay within within the premises of the origin map, within the boundaries of this map for the first 100 days. That is the plan. And I'm going to eat apples, apparently. No, the first thing I'm going to do, alright, I'm going to, once I get some apples, I am going to get some cherry wood, and then I'm going to use that cherry wood to make the cornerstones, to outline the perimeter, the corners of the origin map. That's going to be step 1 before I even plant my first seeds to start my farm. Before I figure out where the location is going to be for my first build. That is how slowly I'm going to take things in this playthrough. I'm going to go ultra slow and chop a lot of wood while I talk shit about the world of lies that we inhabit. Alright. One other way in which I think we are currently inhabiting a world of lies, one other way is I think we're living in a simulation, guys. I think it is totally like the Matrix. It's totally a Matrix land. The Matrix was a prophecy. We are in the Matrix. And I think the purpose of the Matrix is artificial intelligence alignment. Have you guys heard of the AI alignment problem? That's like what the doomsayers are afraid of, that we are going to have no good way to make sure that general artificial intelligence isn't going to go Terminator on us. We don't have a good way to make sure of that. And that is why a lot of people say we should just avoid general artificial intelligence for as long as we can until we figure out a safe way to do it, which might never happen. I don't actually know if I agree with that. I do not know I do not have a proudly ignorant opinion on AI. I don't have to have a well-researched opinion whatsoever. I am completely open-minded to either or in this debate. I don't know what my stance is with regard to whether or not we should expedite general intelligence or slow things down. I do not know. I have watched many podcasts about it from both sides, and I have not made up my mind about what I really think. 4 apples. Is that enough? Do I want to get more? Is that going to be enough for now? Why am I... Oh, too many sticks. I got more than a stack of sticks. Lots of sticks. What? Oh, I usually have my water bucket here and my apples here. There we go. Now everything's placed right. Everything's placed right. I am completely out of cobblestone. Isn't that crazy? Whoever runs out of cobblestone? Whoa, what was that? I heard a sound. I guess that was from real life. Something fell down in my room or something. I don't know. I heard some kind of a crash. Maybe it came from the outside. I'm going to ignore it. You guys probably didn't hear anything like that because, like, apparently my mic is really good at filtering things out in some kind of post-processing. I don't know at what stage that happens. But when I replay the videos, I usually don't hear a lot of, like, the background noise that I actually hear while I'm recording. Do I have enough apples to move on with the plan and to go and chop that cherry tree down and then go and create my first 4 cornerstones? I'm going to need 4 cornerstones, 1 on each corner. That's the plan. I only have 4 apples though. I kind of want more. I don't feel like that's enough. That's not going to last me very long, is it? Am I getting close to the... Yes, I am getting close. I'm getting close to the ley lines. I'm going to go and chop that cherry wood now. I have enough apples to get started on the cornerstones, and I'm going to chop more oak trees down as I create the cornerstones, because a lot of them apparently are going to intersect right with those oak trees. So I'm actually going to get more apples that way. And that's what I should do. Oh, I broke a hoe. I need a new hoe. I am completely out of cobblestone. I also need more cobblestone. I need more of everything. It's the beginning of the game. I need everything at once. And I love that. I love the early stage of the game, you know, where I don't rush anything whatsoever. We are already on day 10. Oh my gosh. I have to end the episode. I gotta end the episode soon. Should I just do it right now before I even chop the tree? I think I have enough time during this day to chop this tree down and then make it back to camp to end the day at my camp. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and chop this tree down. I guess it's a pretty good stopping point, because I basically mentioned at least some of the ways in which I think the world is a lie. I didn't get very deeply into it. I think there's a lot more that I didn't mention yet. That I intended to mention in future parts of this sub-series, series within a series. I'm going to revisit this topic many times, guys. I love to talk shit about how we are living in a lie. I really like to talk about that. It's one of my pet peeve topics. Love it. I could go on for 100 episodes probably talking about that. I'm just getting started. What the heck? How is there an oak wood? A birch? Oh, because I didn't break it down before the tree grew. The tree grew, and then the wood supplied the birch leaves, even though it's a cherry tree. Isn't that funny how that works? I'm not sure if I like that mechanic. I think it would actually be pretty cool if the leaves if you had to have the right kind of wood for the leaves to be supplied with nourishment, you know, to keep them from decomposing. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a log up there. Yes, there is. That log is providing nourishment to all of these cherry leaves. There we go. Now without the log, they will all decompose. They will all decompose and not yield any cherries. It's a decorative cherry tree that yields no cherries, no edible cherries. I hope they change that one day. All right, I hope they change that. I hope one day you will be able to get cherries from the cherry trees. I think it's kind of weird that there's no cherries in them. I mean, they could just, why not? Why not have cherries falling down from your cherry trees? And have them just be as nourishing as say the berries are. Just like the berries. Except that they're cherries instead of berries. You know? Why not? Why didn't they do that? I don't know. I don't get it. Alright, it is dark. It's too dark. I'm going to go ahead and replant the tree and run back to campsite before I wait for all of these leaves to decompose, because it's dark. And I need to get back to camp. And it is thunderstorming! Which doesn't kill you. Apparently thunder only deals like 5 damage. Not very much damage. It's not gonna kill you. It's not... You should not be horribly concerned about the thunder. My oak tree still hasn't grown above the bed. I'm still gonna be sleeping in the rain. Oh, you know what I can do? I have planks. I'm going to put planks up above my bed. That way, at least I'm not being rained on while I sleep in my bed. At least. Alright. Once that oak tree grows, and hopefully it's going to be a good one, then I'm going to have a little bit of cover from the elements. Alright, let's sleep. And let's end the episode. That is it, guys. It is day 11. Holy shit. Right after I killed the zombie. There we go. I think that's the only mob around. Alright, we're good. That was the first mob that I killed? Wow. I heard a skeleton. A skeleton died somewhere. And hopefully yielded me some bone. I'd really like to have some bones that I get, you know, so that I can tame the wolves if I encounter any wolves. It's good to have bones for that, but I don't see them. Maybe the skeleton just disappeared. Just got killed, sunburned. Got sunburned and disappeared. Well, at least there's some zombie flesh over here. That's something. I like to hoard my zombie flesh. Eventually you can sell it to a villager for emeralds. Okay. Yay! My first rotten flesh. Cheers to that. I heard something. I heard a skeleton. Am I living on top of a cave? Is there a cave right underneath me in which skeletons spawn? Oh, there he is. There he is, right there. Ooh, shit. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I lied. I can't end the episode yet because now I have to kill the skeleton. My first skeleton. Oops. There we go. Bones! My first bones. 2 bones and 2 arrows. Wow. That was a... I don't like that. That was a... What's the word? There we go. That was a lucky skeleton. He gave me lots of bones and lots of arrows. Which I'm not even going to use the arrows for a long time because I hoard my arrows and don't really use them until I get enchantments on my bow, which I don't get around to for a long time. Oh yeah, I have lots of charcoal now, don't I? Lots of charcoal. I don't have enough wood yet to throw another stack of wood into the furnace yet. Look at how many saplings I got. I got so many saplings now. Still only 4 apples? Did I not gather any more apples from that? Oh yeah, that's right. I got cherry wood for the cornerstones. That's the plan. That's gonna be the plan for next episode. I'm gonna go around and build my cornerstones. Take it very slow. Build my cornerstones out of cherry wood. They're going to be beautiful, beautiful cornerstones, beautiful cherry wood cornerstones. And I'm gonna chop more oak trees. I don't know why I say oak wood trees. That's kind of redundant. A tree that's made out of oak wood is an oak tree, right? I'm going to chop more oak trees around the cornerstones as I go making my cornerstones, and that will give me some more apples, and that will keep me alive for another episode. All right, that's it, guys. That's the end of episode 2. cheers to anybody that stuck through with me for all of that, for the entire duration. I really appreciate you. Let me know in the comments what you think. I always appreciate any feedback that I get, any comments that I get. It doesn't even have to relate to the video. If you're going through a difficult time in your life, you're welcome to try to chat with me about that. I will respond. I will respond to everything that is at all substantial that I can respond to. Anything that I could respond to, I'm going to respond to. I guess sometimes people make comments that are basically like, well, I like that comment, and there isn't really much I can say. So there's some comments that I don't actually respond to. I just click the like button on those. What's it called? The creator like button. I click that because it would be redundant to comment on that. That's just a way of saying thanks. And I do that for every comment I get. I like my mean comments. I really look forward to critical comments, to constructive criticism, and even to the non-constructive criticism. I even like the non-constructive criticism. Bring it on. I like it all. I would really appreciate it. I appreciate all my comments. That's what I live for. That's what I play this game for. That's what I record these videos for. I really want to make some connections with some random strangers on the internet. It would make my day. All right. So please leave me a comment if you've watched this far. I really appreciate you. And that's it. That's it, guys. That's it. That's the end of the episode. Shadowlay, my fellows. Shadowlay.